Hello! Before the video starts, I just want to say thank you. This is my first official public YouTube video. I have been waiting for this my entire life. I've wanted a YouTube channel since I was a toddler, and now it's a reality. And there's no better way to make your first YouTube video than make it about one of your favorite games. Well, second favorite. Second only to Skylanders. I love Skylanders, as you can see by the massive shelf that I'm using as my background. Thank you to everyone who helped make this a possibility. And thank you to everyone who is currently helping keep this a reality by watching and enjoying my videos. Thank you so much. This means the world to me.
Kirby is the round pink life form from Planet Popstar who possesses infinite power.
That's right, we're playing Kirby. Okay, here's the rules. For normal Kirby, I cannot use Kirby. I'm playing as Bandana Waddle Dee, and I have to carry Kirby throughout every level through the entire game. If I touch Kirby to make him roll, I have to replay the level. If I let Kirby touch a rainbow rope, I have to replay the level, etc. Tank Kirby moves automatically. So I'm allowed to let Tank Kirby touch the rainbow ropes, because that's not really me controlling them, that's more me guiding them. But when it comes to the shooting, I have to shoot things as Bandana Waddle Dee, which can be a little difficult. For Submarine Kirby, that one's a little complicated since you have to touch the touchscreen. Well, yeah, it's called a touchscreen, but you have to touch the screen to make Kirby move. But you can move Bandana Waddle Dee Submarine freely with the Wii Remote. So basically I can only tap on Bandana Waddle Dee Submarine to make Kirby essentially follow him. I know that sounds kind of lame, but I literally could not come up with any other way to do the Submarine Kirby sections. And finally, Rocket Kirby! I'll get to that one later. Once upon a time on Planet Popstar, Kirby sees a butterfly that may or may not be Morphinite. I don't know if it's Morphinite or not. Kirby rolls down a hill and bumps into our legendary hero, Bandana Waddle Dee. A portal opens in the sky, and naturally, Bandana Dee, being the hero that he is worried about that, but Kirby only cares about his soggy-ass apple. Suddenly, all the color is drained from Dreamland. There are tons of casualties. I mean, a lot of casualties. Look at all the people dying. Oh no, there's people dying. Oh no. And right at that moment, Kirby and Bandana Dee die. The end. I'm just kidding. Then we meet Ellaine, the paintbrush fairy. She's awesome. I love her. She's being chased by evil hands, and she needs some heroes to save her because she's a damsel in distress cliche. So she revives our heroes, reviving Bandana Dee first, by the way. Kirby and Ellaine are cornered by the hands, but Bandana Dee, being the hero that he is, stabs the hands and saves the day. He's awesome. Kirby looks around him and notices that all the life has been drained from the world. Instead of caring about his friends or his world, he only cares about his soggy ass apple. Gets bopped on the head. Ellaine explains that they need to go to space to find the colors and save the day. Bandana Dee, being the hero that he is, volunteers to help people. Kirby only volunteers because he wants his soggy ass apple back. And then, in one of the greatest opening scenes in video game history, Ellaine creates a rainbow rope for Bandana Dee and Kirby to run on, or roll on, whatever. And our journey begins! 1-1, the adventure begins. So not only did I forget about the tutorial in the beginning, but I also completely forgot about the fact that you cannot use Bandana Waddle Dee! How is the run over before it even began? Let's forget that just happened. One dash 1 down. 1-2 up the big old tree. I accidentally died to this enemy, and Kirby was about to die to it as well, but then it just jumped over him peacefully 3 different times without caring about him, and now I feel kind of bad for killing it. I accidentally let Kirby touch a rainbow rope multiple times, so I played the level a second time. Okay, what does someone there? On my second attempt of the level, I accidentally let Kirby touch a rainbow rope again. But believe it or not, I didn't actually realize that until now, during editing, so we're moving on. One dash 2 down. 1-3 Great Cave Escape. I accidentally let Kirby touch a rainbow rope, and then I didn't even notice that I had done it a second time. But then about 2 minutes later, I accidentally died, so I took that as my punishment instead of having to replay the level. At the time, those two events seemed a lot closer together than 2 minutes. 1-3 down. 1- Boss, the Forest of Wispy Woods. was surprisingly easy.
I mean, it is wispy.
World 1, down. 2-1, dig and dash. Nothing really interesting happened other than me touching a rainbow rope here, and here, and here. And here, and here, and here, and here. Yeah, I played the level a second time, obviously. On my second play of the level, I had the most epic save ever. Look at that! That's a frame-perfect shot! So I had to play the level a third time. Alright, I get it. This happened not even a minute into my third attempt. So I had to do a fourth play of the level. How the hell did I just do that? Look at this man. That is pure killing intent. I love it!
I actually loved that frame so much that I actually drew it. And I think I did a pretty decent job.
One down. Finally. 2-2. Deploy the Kirby tank. Everyone was freaking out over the fact that Kirby got a gun in Forgotten Land. Little do they know, in Rainbow Curse, Kirby was the gun! I never understood why Tank Kirby is so slow. The rainbow ropes disappear before you can get across them. Once again, the bouncies just jump over Kirby without giving a damn. Here. And here. And here. There too. All these guys. And then... here. And here. And here. I don't want to kill these things anymore. Ah! So, at the time of playing this, I hadn't actually finalized the rule set for Tank Kirby. So I decided to play the level a second time, since I didn't think the first attempt counted with not having a rule set for Kirby Tank. And then there was this room. Since I can't shoot as Kirby, I had to fight off around 30 Bronto birds with Bandanity's much slower cannon, which I am terrible at aiming. It took me 9 minutes to get past this part. And I know that 9 minutes isn't a very long time, but it was a very stressful 9 minutes. Don't you just hate it when your cannonball does the nay-nay? At one point, I actually got inches away from the door, but then I died, and it was one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had. And then, I finally beat it. I'm actually quite proud of myself for beating this in a single sitting, because I'm that type of person who rage quits everything. And like I said, this was a very stressful level. You can actually see me chuck Kirby into the wheel because I was so done with the level. 2-2, down. 2-3, the long-lost ruins. Nothing really happened in this level. It all went pretty smoothly. I just spent the entire level listening to the badass soundtrack. Had a pretty close call here, though. Two -3, down. 2-4, boss. Hoop Lagoon, Relic of the Ruins. I was actually pretty scared of this boss fight because I assumed that the strategy of avoiding Hoop Lagoon inside this oval octagon would be super difficult. But believe it or not, this was actually really fun. I have no idea how I didn't die here. I'm standing on the electricity. We agree that I should have died there, right? I accidentally let Kirby touch a rainbow rope a few times and I had to play the level a second time, but like I just said, I actually enjoy this level a lot, so I don't care. Nothing really interesting happened on the second attempt. World 2 down. 3-1, swept out to sea. I was super terrified of World 3 because I wasn't sure if you could hold Kirby underwater or not. You can. Kirby got stuck behind a rock for like 2 full minutes, and I could not get him unstuck for the life of me, which was really frustrating, but also kinda hilarious. 3-1, down. 3-2, the haunted ship. So, during the recording of my first attempt of this level, my game recorder actually ended up running out of space, and the recording of this level got corrupted. So the recording that you're seeing right now is actually me replaying it to get footage for the video. What? Near the end of the level, this happened, so I had to play it a third time. So, during my third attempt, the strangest thing happened. You see this golden skull enemy? That's pretty much the mini-boss of this level. But because I had died, for some reason that caused it to spawn when it wasn't supposed to. He spawned early, which made this level much more difficult than it should have been. And I cannot come up with any reason for why he spawned early other than some sort of glitch. But, as you see here, I accidentally caused Kirby to touch a rainbow rope because of that, so now I have to play the level a fourth time. Nothing really happened on the fourth attempt, but 3-2 down. 3-3, Kirby Submarine's torpedo time. Similarly to Tank Kirby, I actually hadn't finalized the rule set for Submarine Kirby when I played this, so I just spent the entire level not knowing what the hell to do. And it actually got to the point where I spent so long doing nothing but making Bandanity and Kirby kiss that the game actually gave me a notification on how to use Submarine Kirby. Also, like Tank Kirby, I decided to play the level a second time because I didn't feel it counted, not knowing what I was doing the entire time. On my second attempt, I somehow managed to collect this star as the cutscene started, which caused it to just hover like that, which I am confident is not supposed to happen, so I'm happy I got it on camera. Not much else happened on the second attempt. 3-3, down. 3-boss, the Klaken's Lair. Wait, I took it over there. That was actually super easy. World 3, down. 4-1, Rainbow Across the Sky. You have no idea how close I was to throwing my controller through the damn wall! There it is again. I died at least 45 times. And that was across 4 attempts as well, because you saw that I inadvertently let Kirby touch the rainbow rope a bunch of times. And I know 45 isn't a lot compared to other games, but that's a lot for this game. This is an easy freaking game. And here's the thing, there was a 5th attempt that the recording of got corrupted, so I died even more times off camera. So you have no idea how happy I am to say 4-1 down! 4-2, the Wild Red Yonder. I had to play this 8 times! Oh, believe it or not, this actually wasn't nearly as frustrating as 4-1, but having to play it 8 times was still infuriating as hell. It was at this moment that they knew. They messed up. I kept getting stuck on this section with the Kata Generals. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get past this first one, and somehow I got stuck here on all 8 of my attempts. I have literally no idea how Kirby did this. He rolled through 3 enemies with nothing but invincibility frames. 4-3, down. 4-3, Kirby Rocket's Big Blast-Off. Remember how I said that I would get to Rocket Kirby later? It's later. Okay. For normal Kirby, yeah, there was the built-in function of Bandanity can carry Kirby, which is what I based this video on. And for Tank Kirby and Submarine Kirby, I was just making it up as I went along, but I managed to sort of find ways to make it seem like I wasn't using Kirby. But for Rocket Kirby, Bandanity isn't present. Rocket Kirby frickin' assimilates him or something. So, there really isn't a way for me to make it seem like I'm not using Kirby in the Rocket Kirby levels. So, the only way I could continue the run was to play the level normally as Rocket Kirby, guiding them with the rainbow ropes and stuff, and then basically just find a point where I could get hurt and die, and then just kill myself a bunch of times until I got the prompt to skip the level. I know that's sort of cheating, but I literally could not find any other way to do that. Also, it's my video, so I can do whatever I want. 4-Boss, Sky High Wispy Woods. The boss hasn't even started yet. How? The boss battle has not started yet! This took a while. The thing is, you cannot attack Iron Wispy unless it's the Star Dash, which is the attack that you use once you get 100 stars. So, it's literally a waiting game, waiting to get enough stars to use the Star Dash. And the problem is, if I were using Kirby, I could probably defeat Iron Wispy in like 2 hits with the Star Dash. But Bandanity's Star Dash is much weaker. So combine Bandanity's weak Star Dash with the waiting game, and you get a boss battle that takes a long freaking time. Otherwise, the level wasn't that bad. Thanks to this run, I actually learned something, which is that if you stab the spike balls with Bandanity's spear, they break and you get stars, which I didn't actually know until now. World 4, down. And you have no idea how happy I am to say that this world was a nightmare. 5-1, Woodland Battle. Ladies, gentlemen, and all other genders, the coronavirus! I didn't realize that I had done that at the time, so we're moving on. Oh, screw you, the door's right there! Backflip. Okay, so this level was damn near impossible to beat with the rule that I could not shoot as Kirby. It wasn't nearly as annoying as 4-1, but still super overwhelming. In fact, I vividly remember having trouble with this level on past casual playthroughs. Then, I not only remembered that I had the option to skip levels, but I also remembered that I didn't necessarily set any repercussions or consequences for skipping levels in the challenge, so I skipped the level. Shut up. 5-2, Gondola Ride. I love this level. It is extremely fun, extremely satisfying, and one of my favorite levels, if not my favorite level in the entire game, which was extremely needed after the last 5 levels. I actually found out another thing that I didn't know about thanks to this run, which is that Bandanity can clip into the gondola ropes with his spear, which I absolutely love because it's adorable and super satisfying to watch, and I love this game. Oh no. Remember how I said that I love this level? Well, I definitely don't love the buzzsaw chase! I had to throw Kirby into this gondola and somehow messed up an embarrassing amount of times. I accidentally dropped Kirby on a rainbow rope here, so I had to play the level a second time, but I freaking love this level, so I was very happy about that. I accidentally let Kirby on the rainbow rope again, which is amazing because I get to keep playing this level over and over again. Nothing that interesting happened on the third attempt, but nothing needed to happen because this level is amazing. 5-2, down. Unfortunately. 5-3, deep dive in Kirby Submarine. Nothing really happened in this level. It all went pretty smoothly, which is very shocking because up until now I've had a lot of trouble with vehicle levels. 5-boss, Hoop Lagoon of the Lake. Remember how I said that I was scared of the Hoop Lagoon fight in World 2? Well, I was right to be scared, I just didn't have the right Hoop Lagoon. This Hoop Lagoon fight takes place underwater, and that water spins around like you're in a freaking washing machine, making it almost impossible to control yourself, especially when I can't use the rainbow ropes on Kirby. I accidentally let Kirby touch a rainbow rope, so I had to play the boss a second time. On my second attempt, I accidentally touched a rainbow rope again here, and then also here, and I was supposed to play the boss a third time, but at the time, I decided that the level was a little bit too overwhelming, so instead of playing it a third time or even finishing the second attempt, I just quit and skipped the next level since I'd already beaten it a first time. I'm sorry, I know that's cheating, and I promise at some point I will go back and, like, I don't know, redeem myself or something by playing this boss fully, but that's the decision I made at the time of playing this. I'm sorry. 6-1, Burning Secrets. I discovered yet another thing that I didn't know about thanks to this run, which is this large spade of stars. How am I just now learning about all these things? I've owned this game for years. Oh my god, it's the gondola! Okay, what just happened there? You know the drill, I inadvertently let Kirby touch a rainbow rope, so now I have to play the level a second time. Nothing really happened on my second attempt. 5-1 down. Man, this music is menacing. (6-2) Back to the battleship. This level is the second appearance of Rocket Kirby, and you know what that means. I have to die. Conveniently, since this is a lava world, I was actually able to die before I became Rocket Kirby in some lava pools at the entrance of the level, which felt a lot better than last time where I literally just played as Rocket Kirby. 6-3, Volcanic Panic. Emphasis on panic. This level is the definition of anxiety, and I should know. With the rising lava, it is very difficult to stay calm. And on top of that, I inadvertently touched a rainbow rope here, so I was supposed to play it a second time, but instead of doing that, or even finishing my first attempts, I skipped the level. I'm sorry, I know it's super lame that I'm skipping levels like this, but I promise I will come back and finish the levels, I promise. 6-Boss, the Klaken's Sea of Fire, which sounds awesome as hell. After the World 5 Hoop Lagoon fight, I was super worried that this fight would take place underwater like the last Klaken fight. It doesn't. Thank God. Accidentally touched a rainbow rope here, so I had to play the boss a second time. Somehow, on my second attempt, this happened. It's World 4 all over again. I somehow got a game over before the boss even started. And I just took that as the universe telling me to quit the level and move on, so that's what I did. 7-1, Infiltrate the Junk Factory. Now, I'm sorry, I know that World 5 and World 6 were big disappointments because I kept skipping levels, but this is the final world, and I went all in for this bitch! Ah! Kirby accidentally touched a rainbow rope here because he refused to get crushed by this giant thing, so I had to play the level a second time.
Nothing really happened on my second attempt, except I accidentally dropped Kirby on a rainbow rope again, so I had to play it a third time. Nothing really happened on my third attempt either. 7-1, down. 7-2, Kirby plus Kirby. The highlight of this run.
So here's the thing with Kirby plus Kirby. It is a split thing. There's like 2 tunnels or something the entire time, or at least the first part, whatever. And Kirby gets split into 2 Kirbys. Now, because of the split thing, I can only access one of the Kirbys. So I would need 2 Bandana Waddle Dees to play this level. So you might think that this is where the run ends. But luckily it doesn't, because Kirby and the Rainbow Curse can go up to 4 players. And conveniently I have more Wii Remotes, so all I had to do was get a second Wii Remote and bam, second Bandana Waddle Dee to carry the second Kirby for this level. Now, the sane thing to do would have been to ask one of my parents to play with me, or invite one of my friends over. I'm an only child. But I thought it would be a lot more fun and make much better content if I played by myself, alternating between 3 controllers at the same time.
I'll be honest, this entire level was insanely fun and very entertaining for me, but I don't really want to put the entire level recording in the video, so I'm releasing the entire gameplay clip of this level as a separate video entirely, which you can find a link to in the description. Yes! Chaos! Chaos! Yes! 7-2, down. 7-3, Wonder Space. So, the main mechanic of this one level is getting eaten by these square alien things, and then getting crapped out by their tentacle anuses, because that needed to be a thing. Gondola! I accidentally dropped Kirby on a rainbow rope here, so I had to play a level a second time, you know the drill. Also here. Here, on my second attempt, I inadvertently dropped Kirby on a rainbow rope again, and I actually did play it a third time, but it looks like the recording got corrupted, so let's just say I did play it a third time and move on. Otherwise, nothing really happened in the second attempt, so 7-3, down. 7-boss, the final battle. The last level of this game, and the end of my challenge. This battle was actually no problem at all, and was actually really fun. I just spent the entire time listening to the amazing soundtrack. And with that, the final boss has been beaten, but there's one more enemy that needs to be defeated for the world to be saved. Dark Crafter.
Wait. No. Please. You have to play as Rocket Kirby for the final boss. The answer to the question, can you beat Kirby in the Rainbow Curse without using Kirby? No. You cannot. Because via the rules of my challenge, you can't really use Rocket Kirby, but you need to use Rocket Kirby to beat the game. I got so far! I literally got to the end of the game, and then my challenge got cut dead in its tracks. What the hell? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my future content. I promise any future content will not, or probably won't, end like this. You can't beat the game like that. I'm sure that's not how you expected the video to end. Sorry about that.